Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dreams of owning a home or investing in one. So I was listening to a number of different YouTube videos recently regarding the whole DJ Envy scandal. It's really Caesar, his partner, that's the one that's in trouble. But because DJ Envy is an influencer and is the one that introduced most people to who Caesar was in the first place, some of the dirt, of course, is sort of hanging around his head. So I would, just to be more specific, I was listening to Pocket Watching with JT, Tony the Closer, and Whatever Happened to Common Sense. Basically, a few people who allegedly got scammed contacted Tony the Closer, or somehow Tony the Closer found out. And so he brought DJ Envy on his show. After watching Pocket Watching with JT, which they actually brought out actual court cases, I said, well, let me listen to the actual interview that took place. In it, I could see that there was some sort of tension between DJ Envy and Tony the Closer. To a certain degree, I have mixed emotions about it. I understand that they spoke before they actually did the podcast. However, it seems as though a number of things were not straightened out between the two of them as far as what DJ Envy wanted to be revealed on the podcast and what he did not want to be revealed on the podcast. That is something that I sensed, and I sensed some other emotions going on with DJ Envy, because he started off saying that he felt that Tony's podcast was whack. I mean, for that to be like one of the first things that comes out your mouth after you say hello, that would leave a bad taste in my mouth if somebody had did that to me. And then, of course, Tony came back, and yeah, they were calm, they were civil in the beginning, right? However, he did come back and say, yeah, you know what? I did go to your conferences, but I didn't learn anything, right? So I think that we need to, I'm going to take this as a lesson for myself, since I am still new to this sort of thing. I mean, I'm not new because I've been doing it for a number of years now. But basically, in having a conversation with whoever I'm going to be, whoever podcast I'm going to be on, just make sure that certain things are cleared up and understood before actually going on. Because to me, if you guys have a conversation prior to, you shouldn't really have any beef once you're actually on the podcast together, right? That's my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, now we proceed into the conversation. One of the red flags that came at me was when DJ Envy said that he did not know anything about wholesaling. Now, here's the thing. Wholesaling is one of the basics when it comes to real estate investing. If you consider yourself a real estate investor, that is one of the first things that you learn how to do, because it's also, to a certain extent, one of the easier ways to get into real estate, because it doesn't require you to have a lot of money. Now, I understand DJ Envy does get paid. He's on a show that's been around for, a number of years, right? So he probably does not necessarily need to use wholesaling to get properties, but it is still very strange to me that he would not know, because that's something that just about every real estate investor knows. Now, if he said that he has never tried wholesaling, I would understand that. That's understandable. But to say that you've never heard of it, yeah, that was a red flag for me. I don't know, maybe because of the emotions, maybe there was some nervousness or something going on. Maybe he misspoke on that particular issue, but I'm going to leave it at that and move on to the next thing. The next thing DJ Envy said is that at his conferences, he never does an upsell. The only thing that he gets paid from is for the t-shirts that they sell at his venue. I find that very strange. I'm not going to give it any kind of flag or anything. It's just that most of the times when there is a celebrity at a conference, there is some sort of upsell going on, and sometimes that celebrity gets paid on the back end to promote the people who are going to be on the stage. Again, DJ Envy says that he always, when he goes on these stages, that he always tells people to do their own due diligence first when dealing with the people that he has presented. Again, that's not how it's normally done. However, I can't say yay or nay to that because I personally have never been to any of his events. Why? Because his events are for new people, brand new people who have never invested in real estate before. When I started seeing DJ Envy on Instagram promoting real estate investing, I was already in it for 10, 15 years or so. So when you're at my level, you don't go to the conferences for the beginners. You focus on conferences that are catered more to you, which would be mid-range and advanced. Okay, so that's neither here nor there with me. However, the Breakfast Club is a very popular radio show and has been for many, many years before they took it onto the internet. So, he has to realize that there are a number of people who are going to attend his events just to see him, even if they're not even interested in real estate. But for those that are interested in real estate, they are going to look at the people on stage and they are going to think to themselves, oh, I can do deals with these people. And then especially Caesar, because they know that Caesar and DJ Envy have partnered on a number of deals. DJ Envy even mentioned that Caesar is the one that helped him with how to buy a home. And in addition, DJ Envy told Caesar, let's teach the people how to do this, right? Now, he said teach the people. He didn't necessarily say partner and go into business with him. There is a difference. I'm not sure, again, I have never been to his seminars, so I'm not sure if he worded it that way at the seminar, but I can see how people who are influenced by DJ Envy would go ahead and invest with Caesar. Okay? Even if he says, listen, you got to do your own due diligence and you have to do your own research, right? Now, when it comes to who collected the money, it appears as though Caesar collected the money. It appears that DJ Envy was not aware of these deals that Caesar had with these other people that may have attended the seminar or not, right? So here's the thing. You got to look at what company name is on the documents. If the company's name on the documents is a company that DJ Envy is a part of, then he will definitely have more responsibility. If DJ Envy's name, it was not on any of the documents that Caesar did business with these other people that attended the seminar, then DJ Envy is clear to a certain extent, right? if DJ Envy also, if he never took money, because he did say that he never took money from anyone, then he's also clear on that account. DJ Envy, what he said is that all he did was help people get homes. But again, it's under which business name? Is it under a business that only DJ Envy has, or both DJ Envy and Caesar? You know, it is possible, yes, that Caesar did some deals without DJ Envy knowing. And if those deals were done in a separate business that DJ Envy is not a part of, then you can't totally hold DJ Envy accountable. The only thing is because DJ Envy is an influencer, there is some responsibility. Now, I'm not saying that he has to pay anybody any money. No. But maybe an apology would suffice. He did apologize on Tony's podcast. However, at that time when he was apologizing, they kind of were talking over on top of one another at the same time. So some people may not have heard of it. So it may be best for DJ Envy to come out separately without being interviewed by anybody else and just giving a public apology, particularly if Caesar is found guilty. Because at this particular point, these are just allegations, right? Because they're in court, and it does not appear as though the judge has had time to settle the case as of yet, right? So that's why we have to say alleged. These cases appear to be just against Caesar. Tony is sort of implying that DJ Envy should be responsible. Again, I don't feel like he should be responsible money-wise. I only feel that he's not really responsible, altogether, but because he is an influencer, because he has a large platform, and because people basically, followed Caesar because of DJ Envy, and whoever else was on that particular platform because of DJ Envy, I think that it would be in his best interest to just come forward. I don't see anything wrong with him distancing himself from Caesar at this particular point. I think it would be a wise move for him to do. I disagree with the other gentlemen who think that he should stand by Caesar. No, if Caesar did something behind his back that was criminal, then DJ Envy is doing the right thing by separating himself. But he should come out more and just say, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize, just like he did at the end of the podcast. But this time, just do it in a separate video, if you will, so that people can clearly hear it. Because I had to replay it twice to kind of catch on what he was, saying, right? The other thing is, I think we should look at this and learn from what has happened. Okay, so I did write it in my book, The Perils of Real Estate Scam Alert, how you can't always trust celebrity platforms because they don't always do the proper due diligence necessary when it comes to selecting people. A lot of times they do get paid off by the speakers. Now, according to him, to DJ Envy, it doesn't seem as though that may have been the case in his particular situation, but it is the case in most situations. So we got to be careful who we choose as our influencers going forward. That's number one. That's one of the things I wanted to mention. Number two, I understand that one of the people invested $1 million with Caesar. Now, I hope that was an apartment building, because even though New Jersey is expensive, you do not need $1 million to buy a home, especially since he is part of Flipping New Jersey. He could have bought a tax lien or a non-performing mortgage note for, let's say, $200,000, or even less than that, put $70,000 in, and then turn around and sell that same house for $1 million. Or, you know, even if he spent, say, even if he sold it for a little bit less, like let's say $500,000 or $800,000, they still would have came out ahead, and they still would have made money. I can't see why $1 million was needed. Also, from my understanding, the people, and I'm not placing blame, I'm just saying what we need to learn, that there was a lot of documents that was not given to them. No, if you're going to spend that amount of money, you need documents. You need a lawyer. Call them on the phone, get one, spend that money, and find out from the lawyer what documents you need, you know, like a sales purchase agreement or something like that, offering agreement. Get the lawyer to look over the documents to make sure every T is crossed and every I is dotted, because one word that's in a different place changes a contract. Okay? The other thing that we need to learn about this is partnerships. There is a big lesson here when it comes to partnerships, because you see DJ Envy and Caesar, they actually have partnered to buy a school. And right now, that deal has not gone through as of yet. So you have Caesar with all of these accusations against him, alleging that he scammed a number of people out of money. He's going to court. Court costs money, number one. What if he loses these cases? He's going to have to pay all of these people back. And then he's in this deal with DJ Envy. So with this particular case, it's definitely opened my eyes. Typically, I don't use partners, but I am opening myself up to use one. And going over our contract, I realized with this particular situation that's happened, I'm going to have to add an extra paragraph in there in case my partner, because of what they did in their own company, being sued, what to do with the deal that we may be working on. Because I may say, you know what, we're going to have to sell this asset and split the costs and split the profits, so that this way I'm not tied into any deal with them and be stuck alone. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe that this actually can be and should be used as a learning tool for the rest of us. And all of us, especially those of us who have partners already or are looking to get partners, we need to call and talk to our attorneys immediately so that this doesn't happen to us. Because look, DJ Envy is in a position where he could lose a lot of money, not from the accusers, but from Caesar himself, since they are actually currently working on a deal. So guys, that's all I have for you tonight. Hopefully the information that I've shared with you will help you make smart financial moves. Feel free to pass this amongst your friends. Remember, each one, reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.